Of the Geelong District Football League Under-17 boys here this morning.
Afternoon.
It's still morning, mate, isn't it? Or is it? No, I'm sorry, it is afternoon. Barry, just your thoughts, mate, on the first half here.
Well, Ron, it's been very high standard of football here today. Big Stewart in the ruck, giving the Geelong side first advantage of the ball. Up forward you've got Mark Brady with 4 goals. West in the centre, roaming around the half-forward line. He's playing quite well.
James McClure, mate, on that wing.
Yes,
I like him.
He's going well, young Smith. For the South Gippsland side, you've got the big 3 up forward. You've got the captain in Paul Freeston at centre half forward, Paul Barnett at full forward, and the Reston Ruckman and Matthew Egan in the pocket. They're very fierce, Southwest, in their desire for the ball. They're making it very hard for the Geelong side. But credit to the Geelong side, they haven't given him 1 inch. And it's been a very good game, and I hope that the seniors is just as good.
Well, I'm sure it will be, because we've got perfect conditions here. Blue sky, no wind, and I'm sure that the people here today watching this great clash, this Interleague clash for 1990 between the Geelong District Football League and the South West Gippsland Football League will be thoroughly enjoyed, and hope that you're enjoying this guest video production. And only time will tell on who is going to be the league leaders of this very important clash here at the Osborne Park North Geelong ground. Umpires doing a great job here also to date. Jeff Twitt just about ready to commence the third quarter. Mark Schroeder, the shorter of the two. Brian Paley and Pete Taylor in the goals, doing a great job. Also Boundaries Lee here and Andrew Parrott. Okay, here we go for the commencement of the third quarter. Barry Walker, take it away.
Right, we see the umpire moving into ball led up with the score 6-5-41 Geelong to Southwest 6-8-44. A quick handball there to West for the Geelong side. Sees the ball up on the half-forward line. Palmer overruns the ball. The big centre half-forward for Geelong in Collegers centres the ball here with a nice kick and a nice overhead no, not paid to the Gippsland player. Quick handball, sees the ball come out here to the half-back flank. And defensive play here by the Gippsland side. Brings the ball around where we see Robin Agnew lose control of the ball to the Geelong player in McClure again, who takes the ball across the line on the half-forward flank.
Very polished, isn't he, young James McClure? Just got that effervescent sort of flowing nature when he's going for the footy. And I'm sure that he'll be a promising senior footballer in the Geelong District Football League. As we see a great tackle, pretty impressed by that long-haired little fella there in, I think that you'll find number 19 and Chris Delaney, who's come onto the ground and has done a pretty good job.
He has, Ron. Big Stewart in the ruck, grabs the ball out, kicks the ball down to the pocket. Brady leads in the run to the ball, hesitated there for a split second and allows Gippsland to come in and defend the ball towards the boundary line, and the ball runs over ahead of Palmer.
We must congratulate our technician cameraman, Noel Fanning, who we apologise for the first half's interference, but we have rectified the problem, and I hope you enjoy the remaining call this afternoon.
He's not only a cameraman, Ronnie, he's a fix-it man also.
Good on you, Noel. Back to the footy, and we see that Agnew, again in the thick of things for the Southwest Gippsland side, kicks the ball to the centre half back there for George. Got a bad bounce. He's got support, though. Feeds off now into the centre of the ground, but no one home. And a quick kick there, or attempted kick there by that player in Styles. But again, pressure, very, very strong. We see Sutton thump the ball for the Geelong District side. The whistle has sounded, the advantage is paid as we see Colliger. Big Wayne shoots from 30 metres out, does the centre half forward in Wayne Colliger. He's kicked his first, I would suggest, and the Geelong District Football League's 7.
Very quick thinking there, Ron. The free kick was paid and he picked the ball up on advantage, and being clear of the pack, ran into a goal, and a nice kick from Collinger there puts Geelong's 7th goal on the board, and we see the scoreboard 7-5-47 Geelong to Southwest Gippsland 6-8-44 on the Geelong District Football League Bingo Centre scoreboard.
He might have been watching the AFL football replay last night.
Yes, he could have, Ronnie. It was well played. Ball up in the
bounce,
centre.
yes,
We see
it's a-
Stewart
yeah,
again, knock
good
the
job,
ball
isn't he?
forward, and it's picked up there by Simon Balan. Drives the ball down to centre half forward, where a nice mark taken by Avon for the Gippsland side. No, he didn't pay it. Didn't pay it. Must have been touched off the boot there, and we see the centre half forward for Geelong again in Collinger with the ball. A kick towards the square, jostling down there. Bath knocks the ball forward. Gippsland come away from defence, kick the ball out onto the half-back flank. They're in tap. No, the ball has gone across the line, and we'll see a throw in.
Pretty desperate stuff at the 3-minute mark of this third quarter. Geelong and District Football League into attack. Throw in now. We see again McClure get a quick kick up there, looking for the big fella in Brady. He loses his feeding, has a quick kick at the carpet, but he just can't get there in time. And Brian Paley, the goal umpire, signals a rushed minor score.
We see the full-back for Gippsland here, Southwest Gippsland, kicking the ball out here to the member side. He's gone over the line here, Ronnie. Not very often you see this picked up by the umpire, unfortunately for him, and we'll see the ball go down and be balled up on the edge of the 10-yard square.
Well, a little bit of complacency coming into the Southwest Gippsland's third quarter. As we see the bounce down now, big fella Stewart grabs it, tries to have a quick kick at goal, but it was just swamped by about 4 Southwest Gippsland players. We see now forcing the ball over the line and out of bounce there was Hayden Looms, and we'll see a throw in the left forward pocket for the Geelong and District Football League.
Right, the throw in, we see Stewart manoeuvre his body well. The ball come over the back to West. He taps the ball forward, but he is penalised for holding the ball, and the free kick to the Southwest Gippsland side. A quick kick around towards the wing where we see the big, I think it's the centre forward move down there, and Freeston has taken a mark. Kicks the ball towards the centre, not very well directed, and in chips Andrew Sutton for Geelong to take a mark on his chest, right in the centre of the ground.
Quite a solid looking lad is this youngster from the Geelong and District Football League, and Andrew Sutton. Kicks long to centre half forward. Pack of players fly. McClure loses possession to Delaney. Tries to hand pass out to his teammate there in Barbaro, but gee whiz, the defence stands firm, and good football sees. Kicking the ball was O'Connor. Up there, Barnett in front of his opponent. Feeds off the hand pass to his teammate there in George. Pops the ball onto his left foot. Pack of players fly on. Comes down to where the big fella there waltzes in. The big skipper Freestone kicks his second and Southwest Gippsland's 7th at the 5-minute mark of this third quarter.
Yes, the last time we seen him run, he was down on the half-back flank, and he followed that ball down well and took the tap on there from the full forward and put through South Gippsland's 7th goal. And we see the scoreboard now. Southwest Gippsland 7-8-50 to Geelong and District Football League 7-6-48 on the Geelong and District Football League Bingo Centre scoreboard.
What a very, very tough and close encounter of these two leagues, as we see that there's an interchange there coming off the ground, which surprising was Andrew Sutton, and coming on we see that Michael O'Leary on the ground.
Right, picked up in the centre by Foot for Southwest Gippsland, drives the ball down onto the forward line, and we see that Geelong desperately dive on the ball and bottle it up down there, and a ball up will result.
Some strong work there by David George, who absolutely eclipsed that young Paul Wentworth, put him right out of action with a fine hip and shoulder. George Stewart is there, hobbling on 1 foot too, is the big ruckman for the Geelong and District Football League. Hope he's not too seriously hurt. He seems to have recovered all right. We see now, strength breaking through there was Justin Foot. The hand pass was looking there for his teammate in Freestone, but he couldn't trap the leather. And we'll see a throw in some 25 metres from the Southwest Gippsland goal. Stewart doing battle with Freestone again. It comes down to where we see, great football there by Palmer. Forces the ball some 20 metres on that occasion, and we'll see another throw in.
Yes, Ron, this young Palmer and Delaney have come off the interchange bench and have acquitted themselves both quite well. The throw in, we see Stewart up again, taps the ball to himself, tries to handball it out. Quick kick off the ground again by Stewart, down towards the wing where we see Simon Balan pick the ball up. And driven back towards the wing here for the Geelong side. Desperate defence by Southwest Gippsland, forced the ball across the boundary line. Unfortunately on the full, and we shall see young Palmer take the free kick. Now it's been handed across to Big Stewart, and he's about on the half-back line for the Geelong side. A kick towards the centre of the ground, and he finds Innenberg for the Geelong side.
Yes, Carl Lindbergh, the centre half back for the Geelong District Football League, kicks long to the centre of the ground. Looking there for O'Leary behind, can't take the footy, and it spills now to the ground. We see McClure, O'Leary in there fighting for his side also, but the central umpire in Jeff Twitt has called for a bounce right in the heart of the Osborne Park, North Geelong.
Right, the ball up there, we see Stewart up, taps the ball forward for Geelong again, but he follows up, picks the ball up, good play by this young Corio footballer, and drives the ball towards centre half forward. South Gippsland desperate in defence. West puts on a tackle. Handball's out here towards the Geelong player who is held without the ball, and we see a free kick go to the centre half forward in Collinger for the Geelong side.
Wayne Collinger having a very, very good third quarter. It's a lovely kick of the football too. He's kicked out a good 55. Brady! I think you'll find that Brady's in the teeth of goal.
No,
it's the big
Ronnie,
fella in Stewart, I think.
Yes, it's Stewart. They look alike from a distance, Ron, but it was a very good mark on his behalf.
That's it.
He's on an angle here. The umpire's pushing him around towards the boundary line. Comes in deliberate shot for goal. And I think he's rewarded, Ronnie.
He
with
likes
a nice
it, yes.
goal.
He sprints back to the centre like a rover, the big fella in Mark Stewart. He's pretty happy with his efforts, and he's kicked, I would suggest, let's have a look here. His second goal this afternoon, and the Geelong District Football League's 8th at the 9-minute mark of this third quarter.
And we see now Geelong on 8 goals, 6.54 to South West Gippsland 7-8-50 on the Geelong District Football League Bingo Centre scoreboard. Stewart from the centre again, taps it down. West drives down towards the centre forward position. The ball there tapped out by the Geelong side, picked up here by James McClure again, drives it forward. Young Palmer unfortunately slipped it. No, it's been paid as a push in the back.
Yes, it was. Good umpiring. By
Palmer
Mark,
drives the ball towards the goal line. Brady there jostling for position, and the ball is rushed through for one behind.
Geelong District doing all the attacking in the early stages of this third quarter.
That's fullback for South West Gippsland, drives the ball towards the wing. West used his body well there to take a nice mark overhead.
Okay.
Right, West on the half-forward line now. Getting ready to drive the ball forward for Geelong. A shocking kick off the boot, and we see now that the South Gippsland are able to bottle the ball up in the forward pocket. The umpire will move in here and ball it up about 15 metres out from the Geelong goal. Big Stewart in the ruck. Up he goes, grabs the ball himself. A quick handball out. Unfortunately, no one could trap it. Kicked off the ground by Gippsland. Delaney flies. The ball tapped away from him. In goes for Geelong in Marty Barbaro to tap the ball forward, but a pack develops and we'll see a ball up at the centre half forward position.
Good desperation by Sean O'Connor there too from Chelsea Heights in the South West Gippsland side as was forced to bounce. The big fella Stewart can't trap it. It spills now where we see going through strongly was Rafford, and Sullivan Raffin takes the free kick. No correction, it was Looms. Hayden Looms now goes out to the outer side, but well sharked there by the Geelong footballer in Styles. Feeds off to the running skipper there. Great football. And that could be worth 50, I would
think
suggest.
It could be, Ronnie. It was very delayed in the back there after the Geelong player took the mark. Foolish play on the South West Gippsland player's behalf, and we'll see the result in 50 metres take Geelong right to the goal line and directly in front.
Well, that was great build-up there from young Styles. Fed off the hand pass to Paul West. As we see now that looked like Wayne Collinger, I would suggest, number 18. Waltz in and kick a fine goal. He's, I would suggest, second for the afternoon and Geelong District's night. We've travelled 11 and a half minutes of this third and a vital quarter of football as the Geelong District Football League Bingo Centre now shows that the Geelong District Football League 9-7-61. They're snuck away, 11-point leaders over the South West Gippsland side, 7-8-50.
Yes, with Stewart in the centre dominating, West, Collinger at centre half forward and Brady down at full forward. They've got focal attacks. We see the ball come out of the centre for South West Gippsland down onto their forward line. And a pack develops down at centre half forward, and we'll see the ball up. Right, Geelong come out of defence, drive towards the ball towards the centre, and Big Stewart again takes a nice overhead mark on the wing here for the Geelong side. drives the ball forward, and we see Collinger leading for Geelong. The ball's tapped out. He hits the ground, chases it towards the boundary line, picks it up. A quick kick back over his shoulder, where we see a little fella there for Geelong battling hard. Picked up by McClure again. Back to Collinger, who runs through. A quick handball is pushed across the boundary line by the southwest Gippsland side, and we'll see a throw in.
He's really lifted his performance as Wayne Collinger across that half forward line this third quarter, and we'll just wait now on the throw in.
Right, the ball's thrown in. Stewart from behind is beaten for the knock this time, where Gippsland bring the ball round towards the wing, and is rushed across the line. Desperate play there by Jeff Stiles for the Geelong side, pushes the ball across the wing.
See, there's an interchange there. We see Sullivan Rafford coming on the ground for the southwest Gippsland side. The whistle has sounded here, and young Steve Palmer now just kicks the ball back to that ruck infringement, I would suggest, and big Mark Stewart, the Corio champion, the 17 footballer, takes the free kick. Members wing, kicks long up there looking for his big teammate.
Nice, Mark.
Great grab in front there from the spearhead in Mark Brady, and he's had a real afternoon here. He's kicked 4 goals too today out of the tally of 9-7 for the Geelong District Football League, and he's kicking from no more than, say, 48 metres out on about a 45-degree angle, and the way he kicks that football, just about put down your glasses, I would suggest.
Big Stewart has got confidence in him. He's run back to the centre, and the full forward hasn't let him down either. It was a nice kick straight through the centre, and that brings up Brady's 5th goal for the Geelong side.
The Geelong District Football League Bingo Centre scoreboard now shows that the Geelong Football League on 10-7-67, well in command of the Southwest Gippsland side on 7-8-50. We've travelled 14.5 minutes of this third quarter.
Right, the ball up in the centre. Stewart again gets the knock to no advantage though. Gippsland scramble it forward, where it's picked up there by Agnew, driven down towards the full forward position, and a nice mark taken for Geelong in defence by the fullback in Damien Domenico. He drives the ball.
Out, yes, and a nice grab there taken by the Ruck Rover, who's done a great job in Justin Foot here this afternoon. Foot now, kicking from a good 60 metres out. No leads forthcoming, so he's forced to kick the ball long. Big leap in front. Oh, that looks like this captain, and in Paul Freestone takes a fine grab. Well, Barry, he's kicking from no more than 30 metres out on a very slight angle. And he's kicked 2 already as the skipper for Southwest Gippsland. Nice. The drop punt looks all right from here, mate.
Yes, it does. Nice kick off the boot, and it's gone straight through the centre for his 3rd goal for the game, and takes Southwest Gippsland now on to 8-8-56 to the Geelong side, 10 goals, 7-67 on the Geelong District Football League Bingo Centre scoreboard.
Getting close to siren time, 16 minutes gone of this third and vital quarter of football, where Geelong and District have been dominating proceedings for most of this term. But on this occasion, though, the ruckman there for Southwest Gippsland gets it down to his teammate in Agnew, was well tackled there by Palmer. Pack of players have formed again, and I think you'll see that the central umpire in Mark Schroeder will bounce down. Big Martin Sprake doing the battle on this occasion with Stewart. It's well trapped by O'Leary. Kicks under pressure, comes straight out to where McClure is in front. Taps the ball in front of him. He's under pressure though, and he's got support from little Stevie Palmer. Oh yeah, good hip and shoulder there by McClure. Sees O'Leary there. Gives it across to Palmer. Oh, now Balan's in there. Balan gets it back to Palmer. Payer's going in very strongly as we see that, gee whiz, Justin Foot getting in there pretty strongly for his side. And the umpire in Mark Schroeder now has called for a bounce on centre wing, members side.
Right, we see the bounce. Big Stewart knocks it forward for Geelong. Gippsland here, bring the ball towards the boundary line. Tackle, Palmer picks the ball up, a quick handball, but the ball is forced across the line, and we'll see a throw in. I think Geelong have come out a little bit more desperate this quarter, Ronnie, and it's paying dividends for them.
Yeah, they surely have, Barry, and it's a credit to Laurie Taylor for getting the boys motivated enough mentally to get out there and show their physical attributes.
Yes, young Palmer drives the ball forward down towards Collinger, who receives one across the shoulder and receives a free kick just outside the 50-metre line for the Geelong side.
You can see that there's a lot more movement too up on the forward line for the Geelong District, which is encouraging. a lovely kick too.
Nice kick off the boot by Collinger, and I think it might have made the distance too, Ron. Yes, it has. It's another goal to the Geelong side off the boot of Collinger, who has now kicked 3 goals, 2 of them in this quarter. And it takes the scoreboard now to Geelong District Football League, 11 goals, 7, 73 to South West Gippsland, 8, 56 on the Geelong and District Football League Bingo Centre scoreboard.
Apologies for the rocking of the camera there, but there's a couple of the South West Gippsland supporters had a couple too early this morning, I think, that have been rocking the van, but they've settled down now, Barry, as we see the Geelong and District defending grimly at the moment, and the ball comes out to where we see David George in the thick of things, likewise as Agnew. Goes for a big hand pass out there to Charles, the vice-captain, under pressure. Charles now with skills on the left foot goes short and finds Robin Agnew, the rover for the Geelong, or I should say South West Gippsland side. The kick though is a poor one, and the big fella Stewart with strength and skill gets the ball across to his teammate there in Havard. Havard's kick though a poor one, puts his teammate under a little bit of pressure there was Belan, but he's a pretty solid boy is young Belan. Copped one a bit high there for mine, yes, and the umpire has seen that one, and the young sentiment in Simon Belan will take the free kick for the Geelong and District Football League on half-back members' side.
Right. Oh, shocking kick off the boot by Belan, allows South West Gippsland to come in. A long hand pass across to a teammate there in David George. His kick towards full forward sees where Geelong defending grimly there on the last line of defence. Comes out towards Mick Harvard, but unfortunately picked up by South West Gippsland, and a shot for goal there has brought up 6 points. I didn't pick up who that was, Ronnie.
Paul Barnett kicked his third there for the South West Gippsland side, and that was a bit too easy for mine.
Yes, it's allowed them back into this game. It brings them now to 9 goals, 8, 62. Geelong and District Football League, 11, 7, 73 on the GDFL Bingo Centre scoreboard, and we have gone 20 minutes into this quarter.
The South West Gippsland side only 11 points now in this match, and they've come back in the last 2 or 3 minutes of this third quarter. Anyone's game here at Osborne Park, North Geelong.
Right, from the centre we see Stewart with the knock on there, picked up by South West Gippsland, driven forward, and a nice overhead mark taken on the half-forward flank there for the South West Gippsland side.
David George done a lot of good things here this afternoon.
Right, a quick kick towards the centre half-forward position, we see them up, and a nice mark taken there for South Gippsland, right on the siren, and he's got a chance here, Ron, when he turns around. I think it is Paul Barnett, again, the full forward. It's good. If he scores a major, it'll make it very interesting and brings them back within 5 points. He's coming in now. A nice kick off the boot towards the goal. I think it's drifted a fraction. Yes, it has, and 1 point is the result.
Okay, so that's 3 goals, 4 off the boot of Paul Barnett, and we see that the three-quarter time scores now shows that the South West Gippsland side are trailing by 10 points to the Geelong and District Football League, 9-9-63 South West Gippsland, Geelong and District Football League 11-7-73.